And we're back to do another review, and we're doing it on Netflix's original film, Pain Hustlers. Let's talk about it. Hey everybody, spooky season might be over, but we have a lot more movies coming out this year, and let's talk about one that just came out on Netflix called Pain Hustlers. Now, this is an all-star cast. You have Emily Blunt as Liza, the main character, Chris Evans as Pete Brenner. You have also Catherine O'Hare as Liza's mom, and Andy Garcia as the owner of Xana Pharmaceuticals. Now, Xana Pharmaceuticals in this movie is supposed to have created a new drug. Now, before I go on, I want to tell you that I am horrible at pronouncing words I've never said before, or words I've never heard anyone else say. So I probably am going to butcher a lot of the medical terms, because Lord knows y'all have called me out in the comments for not pronouncing things correctly, and I know, like, I need to do better. I'm going to try. Anyway, the drug that they're talking about in this in the movie is Lonafin. I think I said that right. Lonafin. Now, this Lonafin is supposed to be just like a cancer pain medicine, something to really help cancer patients. Now, we see Emily Blunt's character Liza start off in the beginning of the movie as someone super down on her luck, living in her sister's garage with her daughter who's very sick, and she gets fired from her stripping job. Go figure. But then we have the hero, Captain America, Chris Evans, come in, Pete Brenner, and offer her a job because he can see how personable she is and see exactly how she can talk to people. Now, I'm not a salesman. I'm not good at sales. I've tried. But to be a good salesman, you have to be able to talk to people really well, not manipulate them, but bring them around to your way of thinking. And with Chris Evans, he talks her into trying, well, not so much talks her into trying the job as much as she has no other choice because she just gets fired the day she meets him. And so she tries, and he tells her the only way you're going to make sales is if you bust your ass and you go to all these doctors and you try your hardest to get a hold of them and get one script. And so for a little bit of a montage, we see her go, and we see her try with many doctors, and one doctor in particular we see she actually makes a little bit of a connection, and then she's able to push it through when she wasn't actually trying to sell, and she made a difference. And that right there, for someone who's down on her luck, and to see someone that was in pain not be in pain anymore, and that to know that you did that made her feel good. And she's just like, I want to keep this up. I want to help people, but I also want to make a lot of money. So next thing you know, she's able to bring in more attractive young ladies, because in the pharmaceutical business from the mid-2000s until, well, probably now, it's all about having attractive sales reps. And those attractive sales reps, young ladies usually, are able to get in and to see doctors and get them to buy whatever, or not buy, but to get them to come on over to their side for their specific drug. Now, I've never seen a lot of these movies about opioids, but I have seen War Dogs. I have seen mobster movies, and basically it was the same kind of deal. Now, Andy Garcia, he seems like a super nice guy at the beginning. He just wants to help because his ex-wife, not ex, but his wife had cancer before she died, and he just wanted her to not be in pain. But as the story goes on, as they become more successful, he kind of loses his marbles. He becomes a little wackadoo because he's making so much stupid money that he doesn't know what to do, and he just tells people, take off your shoes, don't mess up the floor, and he just becomes super paranoid, which he should, because in the middle of all this, he tells Liza and Chris Evans' character Pete to just forget about the consequences. Pain is pain, and push that drug, make that money. And that is the downfall. Now, I'm not going to go any further and tell you what happens because that's for you to watch. And it was actually a good movie. I really did like this movie. I'm not like saying it's one of my top 12 of the year, but it was a good movie. Now, I would tell you to go watch this. It's on Netflix. And I did not watch the Matthew Broderick series, Painkillers. But this is a very good movie to watch if you're interested in watching a movie about the opioid situation that was in our country and is still in our country, where doctors were just prescribing to get money, kickbacks, and they didn't care about what was happening to their actual patients. With that being said, the ending is good, and the whole movie made sense, where a lot of movies I've seen lately just didn't. It was very well written, and just so you know, Liza is not based on a real person, but everything else is. It's based on Evan Hughes' book, Pain Hustlers, because he wrote an article, then he ended up writing a book, and it became licensed for Netflix. So, watch the movie, let me know what you think, like, subscribe, wherever we're doing it. Go see my buddy Blair Bass on Instagram, and we will be back next time watching Five Nights at Freddy's, I believe that's the name of it, and it's not spooky season anymore, but we're going to watch it, and we're going to tell you if it's any good. It's out in theaters, and it's on Peacock. See you then.